So
no less than 3 times last night the word psychedelics came up. And
yes.
I was kind of surprised, and I wanted to ask you about that. Next week, actually, I'm taking a journey down to Costa Rica, and I'm planning 3 ayahuasca ceremonies.
Have you ever done that?
I've done it once, no, 3 times before, 5 or 6 years ago. So I am fairly terrified, as I think you should be when you go
Absolutely,
in there.
man.
You know, and again, I feel like I just want to make sure I'm in touch with doing something meaningful. I think sometimes my human brain can trick me into think I'm doing something meaningful when in fact I'm doing something just beneficial to me.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what your thoughts were, and that was weird that came up so many times between you and Sam. And I just wondered, what do you think about psychedelics, and what do they do and what don't they do?
I have no idea what they do.
Okay.
What we don't understand about psychedelics is a very thick book. They bend the structure of reality. And I can't understand what they do. I have no conceptual framework for psychedelics. I have no idea what they are. They could be anything. I have no idea. They're unbelievably strange. What they reveal to me is how little we know about everything. And that's a terrifying thing.
Okay, something to be investigated further?
With great risk.
Okay.
Now, you know, I mean, it's interesting. So the scientific literature certainly indicates that under some circumstances, psychedelic use can produce outcomes that you could regard as beneficial. Psilocybin seems to be a very effective agent to help people stop smoking. So that's quite interesting, because that's a hard problem, and it does kill people. 85% success rate was what was reported in the last investigation. Yeah. If people had a mystical experience, 85% of them quit smoking. It's like, it's pretty interesting. I think that they can help you orient yourself morally, but look the hell out. So, you know, you should, when people used to approach the Holy of Holies in the Old Testament, they purified themselves ritually. It's like, that's not a bad idea. If you've got a lot of unfinished business lurking around in your soul, you might want to clear some of that out before you try to attain wisdom that's beyond your understanding.
Maybe a way to get in touch with the dark side, possibly.
Well, yes, or to have it get in touch with you. So,
yeah, to be continued.
Were the experiences useful?
They were very traumatic and very useful. They pushed me further into giving more, starting a family, becoming less selfish. They were also, you know, difficult, but they taught me a lot about myself, and I don't think I would have figured that out on my own, or it might have taken me a long time.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a common account of the consequences. What did they do to the way that you looked at the world?
Made me more grateful to be a part of this world. Didn't feel like it was a burden. Again, I struggled a bit with nihilism as well. Just what's the point of this? It doesn't matter. But I felt more connected to the human experience, and that I played a part in it. And I think, as you probably know from studying alcoholism, I think a lot of alcoholics feel just detached from this world, and they use that to soothe that pain. At least I did. And so for this, it got me back in the game, and showed me that I needed to be a part of this game, and not be on the outside. I thought I could function without being emotionally involved with the rest of the species, and I couldn't. So once I got that meaning online, that's when the nihilism goes away, and I feel like a life has
Well,
purpose.
you know, religious transformation is one of the well-documented modes of treatment for alcoholism. It's one of the few things that the treatment literature actually indicates works.
Yeah.
So, which is, you know, hard to fathom, but appears to be the case. So that's something that's worth serious consideration.